N to the A to the L to the A. Hi guys, my name is Nalaka Chane. I'm from Healthy by Choice. Today I just thought of teaching you something very profound, something different, something vibrant, because I feel like we've been cooking in the streets of YouTube. We've been talking about exercise walks, but we have never ever got to the gist of the matter, which is educating you about different varieties and kinds of grains, whether gluten-free or those that are containing gluten. So today I just picked grains from my house. I feel like I have to come here on YouTube and educate my people about the importance of taking all these things and when to use them and how. Now, I'm going to address these things as a cook, not as a chef, not as an executive chef, because I just want to come to your level at this point in time so that you learn something, you grab something, and you actually change your family to be better people, to actually make the great decision for your healthy lifestyle. You know, this thing called lifestyle, you need to learn every day. You need to open a room. You need to improve on a daily basis and tell yourself that you're going to do this, because you know why? The reason we are not growing up, we're not learning, it's because we think we know. So allow me to teach you today about all these grains. Now let's begin. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with brown rice, which is the obvious one. I think we all know brown rice. Brown rice is gluten-free, and it's a grain that is very powerful, that carries a lot of antioxidants, a lot of fiber, and it is brown, as you can see the color. So when people say the rice is brown and it's actually not brown, just know it is not it. So you must learn your grains or your food through color, through presentation, and at least that knowledge will help you to actually choose the right things from the supermarket. So I am done with brown rice. Brown rice, you can actually boil it, you can eat it as breakfast or your lunch or your dinner. It really depends on how you want to work with it, really. Just like the other grains, I don't have to explain one and the same thing in all of them. Just know that if I have mentioned bulgur, I've mentioned buckwheat or tough grain, it can replace the brown rice, because all of them, they are whole grains. We only work with whole grains. So there are these theories that are all over in the world that when you take grains or carbohydrates, you're actually going to gain weight. I actually say that is not true. I've learned that if you take white grains instead, or carbohydrates that are refined or white that do not have fiber, that's when you're going to gain weight. And another prominent grain, which is, by the way, my favorite, it's one of the nicest grains, it is called bulgur wheat. Bulgur wheat means it contains wheat. It means it is not gluten-free. So for people who are gluten intolerant, please don't bother buying this one, but it is the nicest, trust me. If you cook just 1 cup, it actually expands to become 3 cups. So it's one of my favorites. So as a cook, I always cook this at home. My kids even enjoy it, and I hope that your family is going to enjoy this. We sell it at Healthy by Choice, so you can come by and stop by and get this wonderful, nicest grain, which is called bulgur wheat. And then guys, as I have told you that we have so many grains, this is basmati rice. It's also my favorite, by the way. Oh, its taste, its texture, it's everything, guys, when it is being prepared. Guys, I think people who do not like basmati rice, they need to be questioned, guys. Basmati is life. It is also gluten-free, by the way. Did you know that all the rice, they are gluten-free? Because if you take rice and you think that you are still taking gluten, woe unto you. Please go research. There is no rice that contains gluten. All the rice, they are gluten-free. So by the way, guys, please also do get this from our shop, Health by Choice. We sell basmati rice for you to get variety, man, for your visitors, for your family, for your kids. Because you know, this thing that is called healthy lifestyle, you really need to cheat it. You really need to be knowledgeable. You need to equip yourself, so that when you have visitors, people say they think that you cook brown rice for them, and then you say, today I'm preparing a brown basmati rice or white basmati rice. By the way, it's also 100% durum wheat, so it is very healthy and very high in antioxidants. Yes. Then we have millet. Another thing, guys, that I forgot to mention is that you should always label your grain. Please look at all these grains. They are all labeled. They are written its names so that you don't confuse them in your kitchen, especially when you have recently introduced all of them. For instance, I'll take this millet and then also take the brown couscous. For a person who doesn't really know the difference, they might confuse them. So make sure that in your kitchen you always label your grains. By the way, I was talking about millet. Millet, it's one of the prominent grains that are very good for digestion. If you eat millet now, there is no way that you wouldn't visit the toilet, you wouldn't visit the loo, and your stools are just going to be perfect. They are going to be in the right color, the right texture, and they'll be floating because you are simply taking grains. You know, the importance of grains, or why are we taking grains as people, or why are we rather recommending grains to people? It's because we want people to cleanse their colon. There is no other thing that can cleanse your colon except for high fiber foods or high fiber intake, fruits and vegetables. It's just that we as people, we think these things are not working. So we really had to do it to show people that this thing is actually very possible to do. For people who have actually joined my weight loss programs, they will tell you that we don't actually starve ourselves there. Because if you want to lose weight, you don't have to starve yourself, but you have to get the right food. You have to eat the right food for you to get the great results. So this is millet grain. Millet grain, you can use it for breakfast in my house. Well, we always use it for breakfast. I will always make millet seeded pudding for you. I'll add berries, I'll add your coconut cream, I'll add your salt, I'll add your honey, I'll blend it and maybe make smoothies and make it as my base instead of banana and avocado. You know, guys, there are so many ways to kill a cat. There are so many ways to actually take your grains. Just get knowledge or come and attend my cooking classes. I'll definitely make you knowledgeable. Okay then, guys, I've been talking about rice. I think this is the third rice. Okay, I think I have 4 rice. Yeah, okay, I have 3. That's fine. This one is black rice. Ooh, it's the favorite. Also the side, I think my most favorite is, when it comes to rice, of course, I love basmati, followed by black rice, and then I'm not sure about the Japan rice, but it's also great and nice, but not more than these 2. So today, okay, so now I'm going to talk about the black rice. It is as black as is. It's not dyed, it's not added any colorants. It just grows like this from its plant. It is meant for people who want to clear their skin, or people who want to clean their colon. It's one of the prominent rice that are working in place of psyllium husk powder. So if you don't like the taste of psyllium husk powder, always get this rice, cook it, and maybe drink its water. And then the remaining thing, you can serve it with your delicious bean stew or chickpea or kabans or whatever that you want to serve it with. But anyway, guys, the black rice makes the plate looks very nice. So if you have cooked rice, black rice especially, you have to really choose the right colors to accompany your dish with. You cannot for instance serve black rice with beetroot and actually choose brown thing. That plate is gonna be dull. Be vibrant, be within, yeah, you know, when you're cooking, guys, you have to be an artist. Unfortunately, I'm one of those great and best artists when it comes to plating the food, when it comes to arranging the plate, and when it comes to choosing the colors. So I always choose my black rice with my guacamole, and then I'll add my carrot because it has got a brighter color. Or if I don't have carrot, I will use the red sweet potatoes, and then I'll add my red or tomatoes or radish. Guys, you know, come to my cooking sessions because I'm exercising you now. I am calling you, I am inviting you to come and learn a lot more about these things, because after attending a cooking session, you'll have written down recipes that are more than, I think, 10. It really depends on what you want to learn, and also the price depends on what you want to learn. Black rice, sure. All right, and then we're going to talk about amaranth. Most people have been hearing me talking about amaranth, and they would ask, what is amaranth, Menala? Can you see that it is small granules? There's a difference between amaranth and quinoa. Quinoa has a bit big granules than amaranth. Amaranth is as small as like teff. It's just that I don't have teff with me, but one day I'm going to show you teff, and I'll even demonstrate on how to cook it as a bonus, because it is not part of the presentation today. I couldn't find it from the house. So this is amaranth. I use it for breakfast. It's very nice. You can just roast your sweet potato and then add 1 cup of teff grain and 2 cups of water, and then bring them to boil together. That sweet potato, it's going to absorb water and the amaranth, and then after it has been ready, it is so heavenly. It's so heavenly. You can blend it. After that, you can eat it as is. You can add your honey, your seeds, your cranberries, your dates, or whatever that you want to sweeten it with. Otherwise, it is one of the best grains that is going to help you. Even kids enjoy it, by the way. So now I always use it as my porridge in my house. I always cook amaranth porridge. If it's not amaranth porridge, then I use millet pudding, or if it's not millet pudding, I use teff grain. I don't don't want to be obvious and always cook raw oats. We've been taking oats ever since we were young. It's really high time for us to change, man. To actually get the right things and introduce the right things to our kids, so that our kids can be smart and more intelligent than us as the previous generation. So guys, cheers. This is amaranth, labeled nice and brown, so we speak brown. Ooh, buckwheat. Most people don't like buckwheat. I love it. It tastes like samp or umosho because I'm a Xhosa. So once a Xhosa will always be a Xhosa. So this is one of the great buckwheat grains that can replace rice. It can replace basmati, your bulgur wheat, your black rice, whatever. So if you want to have something different at your house, you can actually get this, but don't buy too much of this because most people, they say it tastes weird, but for me it is really okay. Our taste buds, of course, is funny. So buy something that you're going to enjoy. Try something that you think it's gonna be beneficial to your body, because you don't want anyone who's going to experience malnutrition because you're not eating well. So try all these things, guys, and say nala said, menala said, uyanda ute. Guys, I'm such a proud teacher, because Sana, ever since I've introduced these things to people have been enjoying them. They have been saying, yo, rice. We've been taking rice all these years, and it's high time for us to reach into the man. You understand? Otherwise, work it. Also, guys, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down here, so that you get all these educational videos from Healthy by Choice. By the way, we are only healthy by choice, not by force. Because the minute you force, look at this, guys, oh my word, this logo speaks volumes. This one is the physical health of the side, and then this is mental. Healthy by choice. You become mentally healthy only by choice. You become physically healthy only by choice. We don't force people at Healthy by Choice. We make sure that we educate you, and then you'll make a decision. We never tell you what to do, and all we do is just educate you, and then we make the right decision for your family. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm still N to the A to the L to the A.